Hello and welcome to Question Hour, a unique show on Rajya Sabha TV where we get to the latest unstart questions and the replies asked by the members in the historic 250th session of Rajya Sabha. I am Rajat Kain. I'm joined with my colleague Kriti Mishra.
So Thank you so much, Rajat. Let's take up your important questions and answers in this edition of Question Hour.
Absolutely. Well, the first question of the show that was asked by member Vijay Goyal from Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. He asked whether the ministry is aware of adverse effects of fertilizer on human health.
Well, in the response, the government says that balanced and judicious use of chemicals or fertilizers as per soil test-based recommendation is promoted by Government of India through various programs and initiatives. Now, these include, government has initiated a number of steps for encouraging or promoting the use of biofertilizers by providing incentives for production, procurement of biofertilizers under various schemes such as Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, Mission Organic Value Chain Development for North-Eastern Region, Capital Investment Subsidy Scheme under Soil Health Management Scheme, National Mission on Oilseeds and Oil Palm, and also National Food Security Mission. The government further says that Indian Council for Agricultural Research under Network Project on Soil, Biodiversity and Biofertilizers has developed improved and efficient strains of biofertilizers specific to different crops in India and also soil types. Indian Council for Agricultural Research study indicates that biofertilizers can improve crop yields by 10 to 25% and supplement costly chemical fertilizer by nearly 20 to 25% in most crops when used along with the chemical fertilizers. And let's move on to the next question that has been asked by member Sarojini Hembram, and this one is to the Ministry of Coal. And the member has asked the government about the various steps that it has taken to boost coal production in the country.
Well, replying, the government said the focus of the government is on accelerating domestic production of coal through allocation of more coal blocks, pursuing with state governments for assistance in land acquisition and coordinated efforts with railways for movement of the coal. Prior to ongoing tranche of coal allocation, coal blocks were allocated to private companies for captive use purpose only and not for sale of coal. In the current tranche of auction, 25% of coal production has been allowed for sale of coal for private companies. Further, for sale of coal, allowing 100% FDI in coal mining activities, including associated processing infrastructure, is expected to attract international players and create efficient and competitive coal market. In order to enhance coal production, the CIL has taken following steps, says the government in the reply. Opening of 55 greenfield project having capacity of 92 MTPA and expansion of 193 brownfield projects having capacity of 310 MTPA in next 5 years. Portal-based monitoring of ongoing projects to ensure timely completion of projects. Introduction of state-of-art technology to improve its work efficiency with high-capacity, heavy earth-moving machinery like 42 cum shovel and 240T rear dumpers in Garwa expansion, Dipka and Kusmunda open cast mines. Introduction of surface miners as open cast mines to improve operational efficiency and to cater to environmental needs. During the year 2018-19, in CIL, around 50% of open cast coal production was through surface miners. Well, next question was asked by member Jose K. Money from Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and he sought to know whether Indian seafood exporters fear non-tariff barriers by China, currently one of the main buyers of Indian shrimps, with India opting out of Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership or the RCEP.
Replying to the query raised by the member, the government says that as of now, no such communication has been received from Indian seafood exporters in this regard. The government further says that during the year 2018-19, China bought frozen shrimp worth $392 million from India against $89 million in the year 2017-18. Last year, which was the period between April to September 2019, China has imported frozen shrimp worth $404.94 million from India as compared to $131.03 million during the same period last year, registering a growth of about 209%. And let's move on to the next question that has been asked by member Parimal Nathwani, and this one pertains to the Ministry of Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Siddha and Unani. And the member has asked the government whether it proposes to issue certification for yoga professionals and recognition to yoga schools in the country.
Replying in affirmative, the government said that it has established Yoga Certification Board, or the YCB, under Ministry of Ayush to issue certificates for yoga professionals and to give recognition or the accreditation to yoga schools. The norms for giving certification to yoga professionals and recognition to yoga schools have been formulated by the YCB, the Yoga Certification Board. The YCB website, Yoga Certification board.nic.in, gives the details of certification and accreditation. Certification is given in 3 categories, namely Yoga Protocol Instructor, Yoga Wellness Instructor and Yoga Teacher and Evaluator. Accreditation is given in 3 categories, that is Leading Yoga Institution and Yoga Training Center. Now moving on to last question of this edition of Question Hour. The question was asked by the member Dr. Satyanarayan Jatia from Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and he asked about the guidelines laid down with regard to corporate social responsibilities, that is CSR, the allocation of CSR funds, the designated area of expenditure and contribution to be made towards government schemes from time to time.
The government has given a detailed reply to this question, and the government goes on to say that operational framework with respect to corporate social responsibility, or the CSR, is contained in company's CSR Policy Rules 2014, which covers CSR Committee, CSR Expenditure, CSR Reporting, as well as implementing agencies for CSR. Section 135 of the Companies Act 2013 mandates every company having a net worth of around 500 crore rupees or more, a turnover of rupees 1000 crore or more, or net profit of 5 crore rupees or more, or during the immediately preceding financial year, to spend at least 2% of the average net profits of the company towards CSR as per the CSR policy of the company. The government further says that the activities undertaken towards CSR should relate to areas or subjects specified in Schedule 7 of the Act. While determining the admissibility, a liberal interpretation of areas or subjects covered under Schedule 7 of the Act is allowed. The intent of mandating CSR expenditure by law is not to substitute budgetary allocation for any government program or scheme, but there is no bar to complement or supplement government's efforts through CSR activities by the individuals. The company is obligated to make CSR allocation and spend the same on permissible activities and are required to make necessary disclosures on MCA 21 in the prescribed form. Whenever any violation of CSR provisions is reported, action against such non-compliant companies are initiated as per the provisions of Companies Act 2013 after due examination of records and following the due process of law. Well, Rajat, these were the important questions and answers for our viewers in this edition of Question Hour. But on the other side, we'll have Prashnakal as well in Hindi with our colleagues Arvind Singh and Kriti Singh. Please stay with Rajya Sabha Television.
Thanks for watching this edition of Question Hour in English.